Glory to God. We sure do appreciate everybody coming today to this service to honor our dad. I'm sure it was special to everyone here today. He had the respect for many, many people in worship, in church, in the business community, in the locale. I was trying to find a quote today, something to be appropriate for him, and I found this that said, if you live what you believe, you will always have the respect of others. And certainly today, for those of you, my dad, he lived what he believed. He was steady. He was constant in his belief in his Savior, in his Lord, in his God. Not only at church, not only at the farm, but everywhere he went, he honored what he believed. He made a real mark on me about that. Because he was always steady, and he was always in full belief of his salvation and his walk with God. Most everywhere I went, people very seldom asked, well, Jim, how are you doing? They would always say, how's Brother Ralph? How's your dad? And very seldom did they even give me a chance to say how I was doing, but that was okay because they respected him. They respected him, and it was just out of love and admiration that they were concerned about his well-being. And certainly that was a blessing to me that they showed that compassion and concern toward him. And Dad certainly was an awesome leader, not only in our family. I mean, he's the only leader I ever had. He was an awesome leader for this church. He's an awesome leader in our business. He was an awesome leader in this community. It's going to be hard to make it along without him, but we have to cherish those memories and time spent with him. And my dad, he was my hero. He was my best friend. He was my mentor. He taught me everything I know. He was there. Tonight I got born into the family of God. He prayed with me. He was always there for me. Many times he had to travel back in the day when we were young to work, to provide for his family. We didn't get to spend much time with him when we were little as we would have liked to have, but we understood it. But he was always good to us. He was always good to our family. Dad taught me the value of working hard. Dad was born in 1934, back in the days of Depression. He knew what it was like to have to work hard to make it. And he instilled with all the hard work in our family. And I thank him for that. I thank him that it didn't come easy sometimes. We had to bear it out and make it work. And I appreciate that from him. But Dad's real passion was serving God. That was his passion, serving God and preaching the Word of God. And certainly he done that faithfully here at the Tabernacle since 1973. 46 years. 46 years of working in this church. And I remember just as a boy, teenager, and many of y'all are here today, was involved when this building was built. There was young and old come on every Saturday for many, many weeks to build this building. Because Dad had a vision of a place beside the road, just a common place. not an edifice, not a huge tall steeple or a brick church with stained glass windows. He said just a church that just the common man could come and worship at. Just a simple place. Now, as we said in his obituary, my dad, he was kind of a simple man, but that's okay. It's okay to be a simple man. But certainly, he loved the Baptist Tabernacle. Even when he was sick and couldn't get up and couldn't get out, he'd always ask about how the church was doing, how the church people was doing. Still had the pastor's heart, even though he maybe wouldn't even be able to get out of bed. So we certainly respected and appreciated that. My dad taught me a lot of hard lessons in life. And sometimes the hard lessons are the ones that's best learned. I remember many years ago when the tabernacle was just starting down here in the agricultural building. We was meeting down there on Sunday mornings with a group of people, and we had little music. Then we had a guitar, and that's about it. And I was at home one Saturday, and my sister, we had a piano, and my sister had been taking lessons, but she hadn't showed a whole lot of interest in it. And Dad hollered and told me to come in the house. So I went in there, and he said, "Sit down here, boy." He said, "You're going to learn how to play the piano." So he showed me about one or two chords on the piano. He said, "You're going to play in the morning." And play I did, although not well, certainly. And it was only a temporary measure. We was only going to just play just till we got a real piano player. And that was back in 1973. Still over there. Still over there. Just using what the little bit Dad showed me what God gave me. And certainly it was a real blessing when he sent Brother Joe along to help us. He was a real piano player, real musician. Brother Joe, I love and appreciate you for all the years you've been a part of this ministry here. But my mother has a photo. Probably when I was about 5, 6 years old. Dad, he'd come in from work on the weekends. He had a garden. He'd get out there and work that garden. And one particular time, he had his tiller out there. As he went along freshly tilled soil, he was leaving footprints as he went. Just a little boy. I was trying my hardest to step in them footprints. They were big footprints. They were far apart. Tried as hard as I might. Couldn't step in them. As he got older, still tried to follow his footprints. But as I got older, more mature, those footprints just kept getting bigger and further apart. And I just couldn't tame it. But it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be for me to tame that. But he was setting an example for me and a path for me to follow, and still doing that today. But certainly no one, and I mean no one, will ever feel the footsteps of my dad. He's been good to many people here in this church and in this service today. And he was one that believed in giving people another chance. Been many times I failed him, made mistakes. He always loved me, gave me, pulled me up close to him. Many people in this service today made some mistakes and fell along the way. But he showed love and compassion as a true pastor to bring it back in the fold. And lastly, Brother Jim, how's Dad doing today? How's your dad doing today? I'd like to report to you today. Dad's doing well today.
man. Uncle Wayne's a real man. Uncle Arnold's a real man. A whole bunch of real men in my family. He raised in the 60s in my family. He carried a load all his life. I just learned that he's about 5 years old, and his daddy's got him out there, taught him how to run a team of mules to help his family out. He had to quit. He did pretty good for a fella. Didn't finish 7th grade, did he? Huh? Yeah. Had about 300 people here at church remember one time, 200 right down the road, families depending on him. I figured that's at least 2,000 people that looked up to him, depending on him to come through, and he did. He never backed down from hard work. Didn't back what he believed in. He didn't mean to bow for nobody except God. Cousin Tommy said his daddy wasn't no part of no club, no clique, and he wasn't either. And I don't plan on it either. He didn't never own no smartphone. They never owned no computer. They're pretty good for old 7th grader, didn't he? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, he carried a load all his life. All his life. He didn't have time to play, didn't have time to be a kid. That's a man right there most of his life, a real man. I know he carried a load all his life and led us the right way, raised us the right way. It wasn't no wishy-washy, we're going to go to church today, or how y'all feeling. We got in the car. The way it was, and we act like something when we come to church too. Yep. And I don't regret 1 minute of it. I'm proud of my daddy. I am. I'm proud of mine. I hope mine's proud of me like I am him. He had a storm last Saturday, let me tell you what. About 4 o'clock in the morning, we was honored to stay there with him that night. About 4 o'clock in the morning, he started struggling. I'm starting, it sounded like he was drowning. I ain't never saw anybody drown, but he was fighting it for 12 hours. And I'm talking about he was fighting. He didn't whine about it. He knew what was coming. And the storm literally come up the house about 3:30, 4 o'clock that evening. I mean, it was a storm. It was dark. And he was fighting for the other side, Mama said. I mean, he was fighting. And we was all privileged to be there around. About 19 minutes after 4, Mama grabbed him by the neck, raised him up, said, I love you, and I'll see you on the other side. My wife was holding his hand. He took a deep breath, and he was out of here. And the sun at that moment shone through them curtains up there at the house. Sure did. He fought his last battle in the storm of life. That storm passed, and he ain't suffering no more. I hate to see him go. But I'd rather see him like this and know where he's at and struggling the way he had. He hadn't lived the way he liked to live the last 2 years. He's a man on the go, wasn't he, Steve? Yeah. He liked to go wide open like David, like Merv, all them boys, like them hard-working boys on these front pews right here. He didn't hang around lazy people. They didn't hang around him long either. Yes, sir. And I'm glad that I'm proud of my dad. He raised me wide open and get out of the way. That's right. Like I said, I'm sad that he's gone, but not knowing he's not suffering makes it a whole lot better. I appreciate everybody that's made time to come here today. That says right there volumes about the man he is and the man he was. I appreciate it. Thank you.